Sega.
What's happening, everybody? This is SmokeyTbandit here. How you guys doing? I'm going to be starting this series here on Grand Theft Auto. Racing with friends, with my drunk friends, just a bunch of laps and everything. I only play with them on weekends and stuff like that, so don't expect too much, but I thought it was only necessary since I'll be starting out and I know I'll be getting this. But I just thought I would show you guys, or give you guys, my garage tour. So let's warp over to one of my garages. Warp speed. Alright, so this is one of my garages. This is my apartment garage. Just got warped down here. So, yeah, so these are cars that I least use. They're just here because I have nowhere else to go, and I'm pretty much attached to cars like no other. So, I just pretty much just keep them here, and if I want to play around with them, they're always here. So, but yeah, so this is my trucks and hot rods garage. Everything in here is fully upgraded. So, you're probably familiar with every single car in here, but I'll just walk around and give you a quick tour. Just a Bifta, my rat rod truck. I don't drive because the brakes are terrible for some reason. I got a couple my rock crawlers I like to take up in the mountains, a couple buddies, and just mess around. Go mud bogging, I guess. Do whatever you wish. Got a little bit of everything in here. Mesa. And then, of course, you know, got the Sand King. I'm not sure if I like those rims or not. So, anyways, moving on to the hot rods, we got the Phoenix. This is one of my favorite drifting cars. The Sabre, super fun to drive. Super fun to drive. The Buccaneer. Very nice. And then the good old Dominator. This is actually my very first car that I actually upgraded, and I'm just too attached to it because I have a Mustang too. So I'm just too attached to it, and it was my first car that I got in the game, and was the only car that I fully upgraded. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Got my nice little. It's not a gold paint job. I actually just used pearlescent on a couple of different bronze colors and whatnot. You will notice that a lot of my cars do have black rims. I just don't like to have the flashy colors and stuff like that. I'll keep it simple, and that's what it is. And then, of course, my Corvette Classic. Unfortunately, I want this one in another garage, but I just haven't moved it down there. So this is the hot rod and truck garage in my apartment. So yeah, right on. All right, let's warp over to my next garage. All right, so this is my second least used garage. I still use cars for races in here, but they're just upgraded cars that came out of my main garage, and I put them in here for, since it's so close to my garage that I can still use them. But a lot of these cars come out for races. These are pretty much just other than supercars that are in my other garage. So, but yeah, here it is. Blam. Nothing's going to be special here. So I guess we'll just start out on the right-hand side. You got my Banshee. And again, every car in here is fully upgraded. I like my cars not to be like, try and be like everybody else's cars where they got the nice thrown on frickin' body kicks, except for the very one at the very end. But yeah, so here's my Banshee. I try and keep my cars nice and clean, not too flashy, and just something that looks sort of stock, but, you know, still has a little bit of style. And of course the free Elegy. I always love the back end of this thing. Yeah, and then you got the Bravado S. Most of you guys know where this came from. And then the Sultan RS. You know, I like driving this car, but the handling just isn't there for me. I mean, it doesn't handle like it should. Unfortunately, not one of my favorites, but I do drive around with it just because it's 4 doors. I got a couple other 4-door cars, but that one's kind of fun to drive around in the mountains. And then, of course, you know, you got the filter. I love this car in first person, or in campaign mode, excuse me. But one thing I don't like is all the damn wing on the back. I need to get rid of that thing, but just don't have time for it. And then you got my Jester here. Definitely used to use this car a lot, but I started using another car in races instead of this car. But it is nice looking. I do enjoy looking at it. Nice two-tone. Nice rims. Again, kind of addicted to the black rims and or the bronze rims. Yeah. And then you got the Brawler. Wow, I use this thing so much in off-road races, it's ridiculous. Pretty much to it. I mean, this thing is extremely fast on and off the trails, so it's pretty hard to keep up with me when you're on the motorcycles and stuff like that. And of course, you got your armored Kuruma. You know, it's really funny. I tried to make this thing look like it was the stock Kuruma, so, but it's kind of hard to tell. Everybody knows the armored Kuruma from nowadays. But yeah, I don't use this thing unless like I'm on a mission or something like that, and I don't want nobody to fuck with me. That's pretty much what it is. Kind of cheating a little bit if you're doing a mission. And then my bike's for racing. You got the Hakachu, and that is mainly used. And then my Double T. Double T I usually just use for jumping and just trying to do stunts. Nothing really too much to this garage. This garage really isn't. I mean, I probably used 2 cars in here, a car and a bike in here that I use for racing. But then again, every car in here I just can't seem to get rid of for some reason. Took a lot of time to accumulate all these cars, and I don't want to get rid of them. It's kind of pure and simple. Pure and simple. And I'm not really into, you know, I always told myself that I wasn't going to go for the any of the supercars, but you'll see in my next garage, I totally changed my mind halfway through. So let's warp over to my last garage. Alright, so this is my most used garage. I spawn in here, and I use all the cars in here right now. Given the fact if I want to go to that last garage that you just seen, I do use all these cars in here, and most of them are my favorite, and some of them are my least favorite, but mostly they're used for racing and just cruising around. But all these cars in here I do use on a regular basis, and that's the only reason why they're all in one garage. I can split them up, but I do drive every car in here. So, here we go. Everything that you're familiar with. Nothing too special. None of my cars are super special, and everybody has the same exact cars, and it's no difference for me. I do have the same cars as everybody else. So, here we go. Here we go. Of course, you got to have the Corvette. I mean, I love this thing. The sound of this thing is just amazing. I do need to have that other Corvette that you've seen in that very first garage. I need to have all of them together because I have another one in here too. So there's that. I do enjoy driving that one around. And of course you got the T20. You can't go without a T20, seriously. T20 is a nice drivable car. You can cruise around. Awesome. And you got the Osiris, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Osiris. Wait, am I saying that right? Osiris, yeah. Okay. I just love the back end of this car. It is just completely gorgeous. I don't know what car this is modeled after, but yeah. The doors are actually really cool too. I love the doors on this that open up. Pretty dope, pretty dope. And of course it's in Torno. Who doesn't have one of these? Purple power. Purple power. And again, all these cars are fully upgraded. These aren't just paint jobs and rims. These are all upgraded. And then the Dubachi. I do use this car a lot for races, and this is probably this is the car that I use the most for races that are not in supers. So that's pretty much how that goes. I'm trying to keep it nice and simple, no little wings. I don't really care for wings. I don't care for all that flashy shit. I like kind of that stock look with like a little nice paint job, lowered a little bit. Good to go. Love that shit. This is my latest car. I kept getting beat in the muscle car classes for some reason against friends, and I decided that the fastest car was actually the Z-Type. Don't like the handling, but this thing does look gnarly. The back end could use some help, but it is a nice car to drive. And then you got the Comet. I love this thing. This is a good drifting car. Good drifting car. I love the blue color on this car. It really fits it well. And then you got the, what is this one called? Oh, the Blackfin. That's right, the Blackfin. So, no, wait. So this is my last one that I purchased. I purchased that one a little bit before this one, and this is the last one. As soon as this one came out, I definitely had to purchase it, so I would have the entire collection of Corvettes, and I could put them in one garage. But I need to have all the cars that I do drive in one garage, just so I'm not floating around the map trying to find them. And then the Stinger GT. You know, I only bought this thing only because of the back end. I mean, that is extremely gorgeous to see in the engine with the individual throttle bodies sticking through the window. That's pretty amazing. That's a good job on Rockstar's part. And then, yeah, another drifting car for myself. I do drive this thing around a lot. I did have it all black. I called it my Batmobile, but change it up a little bit. You get tired, but the Corbanzi, it is convertible, and that's the best thing sometimes, but it's just fun to play around with and get shit done. But, yeah, that's the garage tour. Can't really say too much, but, yeah, like I said, there's going to be some new videos coming out of me doing some races and maybe some skits with some buddies. Can't really say too much, but don't want to give away any secrets. But yeah, I'm going to try and commit to at least 1 to 2 videos a week for right now. I'm still trying to get set up for everything else, for my entire system and stuff like that. I am still running a PlayStation 3. I'm trying to invest in a PS4 right now to start getting some new content out. But yeah, alright, so this is SmokeyTbandit's Garage Tour. Alright, everybody, you have a great day. Peace out.